everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Chargers going up against the Raiders. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come out in the pistol. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cooper, the man in motion right. On second down, here's Carr. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Five yards to gain here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen, 62 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
But how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because The only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Cuts back right. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for San Diego. 61 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Looking to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And now San Diego. Getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for San Diego. 51. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in for and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On first down, Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Brown, the lone receiver left. The tight end Henry here in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. They go play action here on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now Howard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's got time in the pocket. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like a big-time drop.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Okay, Brandon, work with me here. Let's analyze this situation. A touchdown here, that could be the knockout blow in the 2nd quarter. But if they go for it and don't get it, that could bring life to the other sideline.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brown, the lone receiver left. On play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
All right, here we go. Over. There we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Ten yards to go on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take possession. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Carr again. He sets to fire deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green, 39. Back that up.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe in the left, and no good. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go back to the air here after the INT. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
They go play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Carr, he's going to take another shot here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. 45 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Williams, the man in motion left. They begin the drive with Coleman. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. This is Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
On first down, Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Here we go. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert.
Carr will look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Green, 39. Detroit. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. Now Gordon on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and goal here from the 2. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw for it on, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes
from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure that they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey. Four down. We ready?
Here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it and picked up by the Chargers.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3-19. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Taking it about the 36. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Carr to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for San Diego, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that...